America. You with the messenger, Third Eye Knowledge. Today, there's some pieces of information I wanted to give to the American people. And it's basically the intelligence experts clapped back Trump, and the officials were publicly backing him. And of course, he continued to underplay the virus, especially when the intentions of the virus were mentioned to Donald Jonathan Trump on the 23rd of January 2020. Now, Barnes and Goldman, which are reporters and journalists of the New York Times, had wrote Trump ignored the host of warnings he received around the time from high-ranking officials, epidemiologists, scientists, and people of biodefense, biomedical research, and every other health expert going and warning him about the virus's growing threat. Mr. Trump's own health secretary alerted him. Peter Navarro alerted him. The Washington Post uttered it and re-alerted him again and again and again about a likely pandemic. And Beth Sanders, Trump's continued ignorance, of course. And officials aren't only stunned about Trump's ignorance to wear masks upon public visits of places of making PPE, the Ford factory where he told everybody he loves Henry Ford because Henry Ford and Hitler were like gay boyfriends. How does that feel? For him to say, if you like that bloodline, you're a good American, you're a solid American, if you want to lynch him. That's what he said, basically, in a fucking nutshell. And CDC officials, he's just an ignorant fuck who won't even have the right to read, not even read anything right. He can't even read anything right. And then tomorrow, I guarantee about that poor bastard who was harassed by the Miami Police Department. And believe me, Florida police are fucking assholes, especially if you're a different color. And they put him in the car. Well, he had loaded up a van of PPE, put it in the van. White boy got out the police car. Homeboy was trying to show him his ID, cuffed him. His old lady came out, kept threatening him to go back in the house or I'll lynch you like fucking Robert E. Lee. And this is the country you fucking live in. And you idiots think you're gonna vote him out? No, here's how politics works, okay? You have government watchdogs, inspector generals, and these inspector generals are there to make sure they are hovering over the Senate and Congress and the fucking president and his damn administration. And what did he do? Fired all of them. What the fuck makes you think that there's a democracy in that White House anymore? As time went on, he kept getting VIPs, pleasing the Republicans in their public sectors and donors, and keep signing away those checks so they get slush money and bonuses and snatch up everybody's emergency money. You think you didn't get it because it was an error in the banks? The banks work for the government. Okay? That's how that works. There is no more democracy, and I highly doubt that you're going to vote him out. I don't vote because I have a record. And would I vote if I had a record? And had no record? Fuck no. I know how politics works. They work and work and work. They finally saw a fucking opportunity to hijack your fucking country, and they did. This week, in the month that we are in now, they took your country from you. James, that doesn't work like that, really. Pretty soon, Trump is going to keep riding the Democrats, hiring goons at every single place where you go to vote and punk Democrat voters. They're already doing it now in Michigan. They're sending people to the voting stands where you go to vote, and there's goons out there hired by the Republican Party. How are they hired? Through their state governors. Basically, the Attorney General and the governor of Michigan hired goons. Eventually, Democrats are going to be so scared they won't vote, and the Republicans will take the entire House back as one major bureaucracy because, again, there are no government watchdogs. Who do the watchdogs report to? The Senate. You're not voting him out because he's landlocked the fucking deal. He sealed the deal. He has a huge circle of people in the White House. I'll just be honest with you. Peter Navarro, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Kayleigh McEnany, of course Kayleigh McEnany, his wife, and numerous other Republican government members. And I'm sure some people in the FCC as well. Why do you think Fox stopped reporting the fucking coronavirus? Because they got bored of it? No. Because they own Fox. Fox is an extremely right-wing media. You idiots have no fucking idea, and I'm speaking to the right-wingers. What the fuck is happening to this country? because you're not listening and you're not doing your research. This checked out because of a White House correspondent I spoke to. Explained the whole fucking situation to me. The woman wanted to talk. I said, listen, I have a fucking channel on YouTube. It's this little thing where I go and I rap to the people and tell them the truth. She said, okay, here's what's going on. When he fired those watchdogs, democracy went with it. You won't be surprised, just maybe you might be surprised, that Senate might not know some of those watchdogs are not coming back and they're not in the White House. He could have paid Fox News to tell you that the watchdogs were fired, or the watchdogs were just moved to the East Wing. A couple of them were on Fox News. Senate thinks they're still there because they're so busy they never talk, and boom. What the fuck makes you think that there's a democracy in that White House, America? You need to seriously open your eyes. They don't care about you, and they don't care about me. Bernie's talking about the universal beneficiary initiative that's going on with Medicaid and the N4A. Trump ripped that away and he's jacking up the premiums next year 40%. This country, even Massachusetts, is going to be affected. I say tonight to the American people, you may not like me, and I don't care, man. I'm blunt, I'm honest. I cuss and I smoke and I keep it real. But what I'm trying to tell you is your country has been compromised and you are under an autocratic tyranny. And you're being basically presidentially overseen by a Hitler fanatic. He's a Nazi man. He likes Nazism. He likes socialism. He hates African Americans. He hates Chinese people. He hates Asians and especially Jews. Because that's how he was raised. Trump's old man hated fucking Jews. He was a white supremacist. And most white supremacists will tell you, we hate the kikes. That's the truth. And you guys, oh, we're going to vote him out. We're going to put a progressive in there. You have no idea how damaged this country is. There is no democracy left. And there's no laws. Why? Because the watchdogs are gone. And unfortunately, some of the people that were overseeing the Senate are gone too. The High Court, done. Why do you think AOC, when she's spitting into the microphone and trying to get the American people to wake the fuck up and back your Democrats? If you're a Democrat, why aren't you backing AOC? I'm a radical. I'm not fucking progressive. I don't believe in any of this shit. I just know it's a fucking huge game. Because at the end of the day, politics is a learned behavior. Politics is a form of thinking. And politics is, and being a politician in America, most of all, is a fucking lifestyle. And if you can play that game, you're a politician. You're a natural-born politician. There is no good eggs left in the bunch anymore, America, and that's what I'm here to tell you tonight. I encourage America to put your fucking faith in yourselves, in your families, and your communities. I'll go as far to say some parts of this country don't trust your state government. So, America, to make the video and end the video, if you're going to put your faith in anything, I would put your faith in what you truly enjoy. Your children. Don't lie to your children anymore, America. I wanted to say that as well before I end the video. My 4-year-old knows what I do. Do I tell him everything? Of course not. I want him to maintain his childhood. What's going on in the White House is simply that. And until, America, you're ready to open your eyes and do your own research and stop and think about it on your free time. Why do I watch TYT? Why do I keep doing the hashtags of TYT and the Damage Report and the David Pakman Show? Because I like them because they explain the shit to you, okay? And they're not hiding anything from you. This is all truly going down. But I'm the guy that comes in between. I consider myself the guy that comes up and says, yo, America, you can have your beliefs. You can have your faith. But at the end of the day, politics is a lifestyle, a learned behavior, and they will fuck you every angle they possibly can in every hole that's in your conscious eye to get what the fuck they want. And they want you back to work paying their fucking bills. Taking your tax money and going on lavish vacations like Mike Pompeo and his wife. So I ended the video with this. Keep your conscious eye wide open. Get your fucking radical back. Get pissed about this. Don't go boycotting fucking masks because this is a serious sickness. Go march on Washington, where the shit needs to be marched. It needs to be marched on. And take back your fucking country, because Donald Jonathan Trump and his administration, not only with his goons, but his cronyism and his favoritism and who he's making the most money for, is keeping him protected. And that's the truth. Peace and love, America.